simple social name, Manpreet here to follow me. Ask me any questions. This time slot is very less, 45 minutes. I'll try to give some Q&A, but do ping on the question. I have a chat window here. I can see and I can answer while I'm talking. Like just let me make sure. Yeah, I can see it. All right, yeah, just keep on asking. And I know there are other speakers and organizers here who would be knowing the answers and they can also reply to you. So just feel free. And as just chill back, relax. It's gonna be a nice demo session. We're gonna learn about a lot of stuff. So let's hit with it. And yes, so I think we already finished covered about the goodies. They're amazing goodies. I have one less here because they just got another one, fourth one for you. So not a crazy competition. Four people can actually win amazing stuff here. So the whole day, as I was saying, is about Microsoft Viva. Every topic, insights, connection, learning topics, will be covered from different agendas and different speakers are covering more detail, development, certifications. I think this is the best way you can ever get it. Even Microsoft will not be having such kind of a strategic agenda for you. So let's go with ahead. So I'll be talking about why does organization require Microsoft Viva. If you're not aware of what is Microsoft Viva, don't worry. I'll cover a little bit, but there are speakers who are gonna cover in more details. For me, okay, like for us, all of us here, why do you require Microsoft Viva? Leave organization. Okay, why do we, as developers or managers or any part in the IT world, require Microsoft Viva? I think that's a very important question. It's all about engagement. And why Microsoft Viva became that famous? Because I would say the work from home has quite changed it. The pandemic hit us on a time where Microsoft Viva was different products at that point of a time. It was Project Cortex, Syntax, and stuff, and it all got collated as one platform now as Microsoft Viva. And Microsoft like tries to make it as a package and sell it as a new suit, I would say, but it is really, really beautiful. And best part of it is like if you have a tenant, if you don't even have a tenant, okay, just roll out a developer region, E5 license you get, play around with it. You get 25 licenses of Viva for free. I'm going to show you a little bit of the tenant, how easy it is to configure one. Everybody should just play around with it. It doesn't take much of a while to understand. There's not much of a coding other than the connections, but the major logic you will understand when you open it yourself. And so today I'll be covering that and how important it is for us as well as the organization, because if we are getting benefited, it's the organization. So as I was saying, nearly 60% is just a index by the sources. Like after we lost the job, like working from office, I would say, we have been quite in a different zone right now, right? And trust me, I had this call today with one of the CEO of our client, and we were just having the same discussion. So he has started going to office, but instead of those 2,000 people coming to office, there are like 200 people coming to office nowadays, and they're still not comfortable. It's more work from home, but people are missing it, right? There was a lot of stuffs where things were done more verbally, more with eye contact, more with stuffs. Right now, it's not all gone. It's more virtual. I think we have come to a pace where it's much less collaboration. There's so much data on the digital network. We don't know how our company employees are feeling. We don't know any easy way to connect. So I've actually covered all the four topics in my statement while speaking. So topics where it will help you to search your stuff. Connections, it's gonna help you to have things handy around you for even if it's on a phone, if it's on a website. Learning, of course, we require a lot of learning, but how come it's in-house? We have been using so many third platforms like LinkedIn or Duoba, so many third party platforms like Pluralsight, all are there. Why not use something from Microsoft? And including this session, right? Why not with this session be covered as part of a Microsoft Learning, right? It will be, and there are super easy ways to do that. We'll see that. And behind this analytics, the analytics have changed. It's not just we used to have in the old days that how many people open the site, how many people created the site. The analytics is like how many people are like taking some peace time with themselves, how many people are over exaggerated with their meetings, how many people are overburdened. Actually, that's the analytics, and this is what it's being shown. That is what Viva is bringing in, and super nice new product. I think it's a product of our generation, I would say, where people needs to be more connected, and that's why Viva comes in the picture. So as throughout the session, I said it's all about the people, it's all about the connections. The more, the merrier, the happier the employees, the happier the workplace and the organization will be. This is why it's all for the employee. That's why I said Microsoft Viva is not for the developers organization. It's for every single employee who is indirectly, directly working on, I would say, Office 365 as a complete package. And lot people are. Right. So this major experiences are well-being. Of course, you need to have some me time, space time, not go crazy on your meetings. Okay. Many people would be saying, yeah, yeah, it's not on the real time. Of course, even I second you on that. But still, the organization level people, when they see this data, there is an analytics and they feel the pressure. Okay. So they're gonna change all the stuff. So focus, purpose, growth, empowerment. These are all part of Viva. So how it's a lot of things. So how are we improving them? Of course, through communication. We have SharePoint News, Yammer, Teams, so much into, right? Like we have been newsletters and stuff, growth and development through, of course, learning. LinkedIn Learning is always a part of it, but nothing on the individual company level. There are few companies which provide licenses of Pluralsight and other third-party applications, but when you're already using Microsoft, why not use their own learning platform, right? Communities, of course, again, SharePoint stuff and things comes and knowledge, all searchable knowledge, insight that we're gonna see. That's one of my favorite topic today, and the company resources. Again, it's all based off the connections. How easy you can connect to your company resources or the data which is available for you. Right. I'm just gonna make my clock next to me so I can see the time. I'm not overburdened. Okay. All right. Microsoft Viva, as I said, topics, learning, insight, and connection. This four different products make a one suite, which is Microsoft Viva. One makes the knowledge and expertise more of a search engine, which makes it more powerful. One, learning, complete learning. Third, insight, more of a data analytics. And the connections, something for us developers to build something quick and faster way for associated to SharePoint or Teams or any mobile development. All right. So Viva is nothing but an organization layer for employee experiences. Exactly as I said, it's just for us. It's not for the organization. It's for us. It's for our benefit. And trust me, if you start using it, you will see it. There are some of the features which is still on preview, but as I said, just go to the developer, Microsoft.com, and I think just posted the post. Just log in. It's a free license you get. You get it for 90 days. We used to get it for 1 year. Now it's 90 days. But they'll call you back or they'll send you an email and they want, if you want to extend, give them a reason. Hey, I'm a developer. I'm still looking for different preview features. They will extend it for free of cost. So keep using it. And even if they like discontinue, they'll discontinue from E5 to E3. Still a lot of benefits out there. So yeah, play around. I think that's the basic of learning. All of us here, we have like it's a hard work. You just don't learn. You should come here on these conferences, see, follow us. Like just open up like a developer license right now. Sit with us. It's more fun. You'll learn more while we do it here. People at the center, of course, it's all again, as I was saying about people inside. Privacy and security is part of the Microsoft platform. So all the policies, all the document sharing, everything, all your compliance authentication will be similarly covered as any Microsoft product because it's part of the Microsoft suite. And then the platform and ecosystem is all customizable and extensible to a lot of level. The ecosystem is more which I will be talking like, for example, content providers, as I was talking, there is Pluralsight, Skillsoft, Learning. How about merge them as one product for your company employees, right? This can be beneficial for architects or those decision making people who will be buying licenses for learning or HR people, right? They will buy so many licenses for us, like let our employees learn, let them improve. But you can integrate that with our platform with Microsoft, where a learning track on an employee can be recovered, they can be tracked by not only the HR management or any other education management, but also by the employee themselves. Of course, their well-being, there are some nice features in I think in the insights you will see, which help us to focus on our work. Uh, there are a couple of examples I'm going to show that, but it's fun. And trust me, initial way when these emails, so there's, I'll tell you like before I go in, so there are certain emails which come from Microsoft Insight Analytics, and it's like an email which will tell you like some emails you replied yesterday. There's a follow up. It will actually bring down all those follow up, ask you to take a me time, take some space time in a complete nice newsletter, and you just click and do your operation. It's that beautiful. Of course, HR and learning, all SAP, Workday, Dynamics can be integrated with your Viva, communications, Teams, Outlook, just thing and you get connected. CRM, Dynamics 365, Salesforce is a part of it. Workflows, yeah, you can use Power Automate, Service Now, and it keeps on adding. You know, the catalog every morning you get up and you see a new item being created. That's Microsoft. That's how they launch all their platforms. So first, what came was Project Cortex, something the old name, which was fun actually. I used to like it. Speaking that we are working on Project Cortex, something like a mission from NASA, but now it's called Viva Topics, which is okay, not bad. It's a very common name. So people used to spend hours for spending data. Like so, when pandemic hit, right? All those hard copies were digitalized, right, using syntax or using any other data parsers. And I think everyone was doing that because people cannot go to office. So they will send a guy or two people to office, just scan those documents and digitalize them, right? And syntax became so powerful during those days. Like it was reading the data, saving in a SharePoint list. Perfect, right? Similar with documents, they will copy yourself documents. Like now in an organization, the tenant holds a size like you can't even imagine. It's like TBs and TBBs of it, that much data you have in every part. And now the search being unified. So when you search for a file, it's not just bringing file from a document library or a SharePoint. It's gonna bring from Outlook, SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive, crazy amount of data, right? So you're searching for a file test and like that's it. You're gonna go for a day if you're looking for a test or a dev file, which we developers love to save that file as. And so that was normalized using topics. And topics was nothing but a SharePoint page, which was optimized by Microsoft Viva AI Insights and bring all those documents with the same keywords or abbreviation to one single page. So before I go ahead, like I have a very quick way of showing that. I have a small demo builder. Let me bring that on the screen here. All right, there you go. So, like me and you are talking about Microsoft Viva, that hey, let's join this amazing conference. It's on a Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Here's the like, so you will send that email to one person, okay, and that person sends an email to second, third, and the AI identified, oh, this Microsoft Viva there. It's actually there's a folder in a SharePoint, and there's also a folder in OneDrive with all the banners. Oh, there is also some Word documents associated to it. There are some agenda session, calendar event. What it does is the AI is gonna pick that word. So this core is just thinking about as a Viva there. And it's gonna pick up the word and make it as a Viva topic card. So this is it just highlights it. Okay. So if it's possible, it's gonna highlight that and it's gonna come in here. So you're gonna see the features here of a preview of what that has. So for us core, let's come back to the core. Okay, it's a construction operation reliability with an acronym as core. So wherever that core word will be on SharePoint, on an Outlook, soon in Teams, that will become a hyperlink. Okay. So that hyperlink will be managed here on this sections. So now when I'll click on that, I'll see resources, I'll see every file here, right? But even in the SharePoint, this was Outlook, even in the SharePoint, wherever I will find the core or the construction operation liability or the so that particular link will become a hyperlink. Okay, once you enable Viva topics on your tenant. Right. So this tenant will show you again a preview of it. So when you will click on the preview, you will come to the real page. So for SharePoint developers, it's a site page, right? Which we usually create for different variation product categories. There's a lot of variations, right? And where you give a topic heading, you give a kind of a description and you put your web parts below, right? this is something the similar way, but this is done by AI. And of course, you can do it also manually. There's a way to do that, but AI driven. So what AI will does is like, okay, there is a page created. Okay, it got it data from wherever it can. It will also find the people who are working on those or using this acronym or are using this word. Okay, so like you see the people section here, there are a lot of these people. It will also bring all the documents which are associated to it. Like that's the best version of it, right? All the documents, all the people who are working in, everything you will find in one page. And this is the best topic, okay, related topic. So construction operation reliability can be project is part of project service, also part of market. It creates a related topic, topical graph, I would say, which identifies okay, these are the topics also related to the same code. Again, done by AI. And again, you can do it manually. I'll show it to you. And then you have a Yammer thing, or you can do question answer. It's a nice page. So in a way, you get a complete package, a page with all those previews here. Now as a backend, okay, what I will see is, okay, this is the most viewed topic, like I would say the title, renewable, or the, if you see the people are commenting, they are following. So for example, there's a new product launching. Okay, Apple 14 is coming. I don't know if it's coming or not, or maybe some other number. So you can like you will just add it to your following. Okay, I'm following this topic. You're following a topic here. Okay, that topic. Whenever somebody is adding up new content or the AI is picking up a new content from the whole tenant, whether it's OneDrive and SharePoint, it will start showing up here. Now, second most important, you'll ask me, okay, one where you're searching and getting all the files. So what about security? If you don't have access to that file on those folders they have been shared, you will not be able to see it. So yeah, rest assured, every single security aspect of Microsoft is a part of it, right? You will not see it, but you'll be able to see as a contributor, okay, where I can see, okay, how many topics contribution I've done. So here's a guy, he has done 143 and more, and he has answers 30 questions. It's more of a fun, right? These are the trending topics, these are my contribution, these are my argument. So it's a whole junction for people to see what's going, like with Twitter, right? We see what's trending on, right? Like Elon Musk has put a whole on Twitter, so it's trending now. Or a similar way, you can see the same trending topics on 365. People who love Instagram, SharePoint, Facebook, I would say they will love Microsoft Viva. Why? It's more of analytics, more of collaboration, and as I said, engagement. You'll be engaged to your work. You'll engage to what's happening in your organization, or there's a new product coming in. Like, oh, nice. Let's see how what's happening, what's showing up. You can see them on the trending topic. All right. So coming back to this, where's my take here? So Topics is more of a learning platform which is bringing together every search content in one single screen. That's the benefit of it, right? So if you're finding a file test, if there is already a page created as test, it's easy for you to find that page and work on that. That's Viva Topics. Hope you got that. And any question, just put it on a chat. I can see it. And somebody else, is it available only on a web version of app or with desktop app as well? Right now, it's just with O365 and it's on the web level. But yeah, if you want to use it like on the Teams desktop version, yes, you can do that. That's where connections and all these things comes in the picture. Viva Topic is the only paid component in Microsoft Viva, right? Yep. In a way, Viva Topics and Viva Learning, because if you just buy a Viva Learning, it's very limited learning content. Viva Connection is free. You can just bring it on your Teams and you can start your development. And analytics comes with a package. Anyone who has a E5 license and a tenant owner or has admin rights will be able to see the analytics. All right, so now my next topic, learning. Okay, we all are here for the same purpose. Everyone on this call early morning on a Saturday, it's all about learning. See, we have to learn. Okay, every day there's something new. Like Viva just came some few years back with Project Cortex Synthesis, also managed collaboration, and now it's a different suit. And there are people are hiring as Microsoft Viva expert, right? You need to be knowing connections, topic, analytics. People are hiring you as a package because it's an important product now. It's part of Microsoft. It's equally important as I would say SharePoint or Oh, yeah, fair point, I would say. And so you need to keep learning to grow. And the IT life or the IT pace is that crazy. If you're not following, you'll be left quite behind. So it's nice. So now all this learning content, okay, now you'll say, okay, Manpreet, in my company, I'm not offered any learning material. Okay. So you will have to buy a license of XXX company. It's expensive. It's not cheap. It doesn't come for like 100 or 200. Even Netflix is cheaper than a learning content management, to be honest. But yes, so for them, the companies should start bringing Viva Learning, very skillful. In couple of clicks, you can have it on your teams. It's very organized. The way is you as a orator, like a learner, you can see what's your level. They will send you reminders if there's any learning you have to complete. You have to do some assessments because it's integrated with Teams. It's a part of Microsoft. The admin or the education part or the HR, whoever takes care of this learning material, they can actually summarize your learning plan on a yearly or quarterly basis, and you can cover them on certain steps. Second part important is, of course, it's gonna they gonna don't think they're selling LinkedIn Learning, because now you can actually use the other third party providers to be part of the Viva Learning also. And okay, come on. The company is saying, no, we will not buy any platform. We will make our own conference, or we will make our own learning content. Yes, you can actually integrate that too. That's the benefit of Viva Learning. So in this My Learning, you see, this is My Learning. I'm seeing it. You see, some are from LinkedIn, some are locally hosted, some are from Microsoft itself, some are from Visual Studio. So if you see, all the free content Microsoft will be giving you first, which is a lot, a lot, a lot. And then second, you can also add your own sessions in your company, because in our clients, there are learning and the development departments who create their own content. Okay. So they don't want to buy a LinkedIn or any other third party provider, because they want to be very specified to their domain. If somebody is working on insurance, okay, I just want insurance content, or healthcare, I just want healthcare content. So in those cases, they have their own crazy amount of videos, crazy amount of content and learning. And very simple way, I'll show it to you after this thing. You can just add it. And very easy for them to also manage it, right? They'll be able to see it. If you see, you'll have an option. Okay, this is not started. And your managers, or your, as I said, the talent supervisor, talent managers, as we say, they will assign that LinkedIn learning module to you, and it will part of your curriculum or your goal plan, right? So this is how it goes on. And you see, you will be learning in on the Teams. There's no third party web browser which will open. And
ఉంది చదువు.
oh, thank you. Yeah, so you'll be working on a team. So it's like, for example, learning something on a team, and somebody ping me, I can take that ping, I can chat with that person while I'm learning on the team. You can do both things equally. All right. So now let me go back and show you how easy it is. Okay, so I'll go back to my tenant here. So this is a dev tenant which I have made with a Viva license just a night before, 2 nights before. Everything comes with a Viva. Just yes, use it. That's why I said, like, developer license, very easy to get one. So yeah, all right. So this is my admin center 365 tenant. You can go to this org settings. All right. When you go to the org settings, you'll be see, I've already searched Viva before the call, because as you know that while you're doing a demo, it won't work. But so I was just doing a testing here. Okay, the Viva comes in the picture. So all right, I'll click on Viva Learning. So it will open up a configurable page. This is how you can configure it for your organization. There you go. So it allows me where I want my content providers to be. I can have from X number, and you can have your own stuff also. You have your client host URL, client ID. Okay, don't worry about that. What I'm gonna show you here is this. So for example, these are those platforms, third-party platforms, LinkedIn, Microsoft, these are all free. Microsoft Learn, my 365 training. So Microsoft will give you around 10,000 courses for free, which is, I think, a lot. And then you can buy third-party providers. But as I was saying, those companies who don't have or don't require a third party license or a lot of learning. They just want their domain specific learning. There is they it will provide a direct link to a SharePoint site, which I think I have opened. There you go. Learning on the documents folder. And on there's a folder here, course catalog. If you will come here and upload that single file or the video you have created for your local or your department, it will get added as a part of the learning content on the Viva Learning. Excellent, right? So Microsoft is not saying, okay, come on, guys, just buy my licenses, buy this, buy that. No, take your time. Just don't have to buy everything. I'm gonna give you this and etc. Can Viva Learning, and somebody has a question, Viva integrate videos in Microsoft Team? Yes, you can. Oh, somebody already answered. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can integrate that. So your own learning content can also be part of Microsoft Learning. And again, it is free. Just make sure, try to enable it again, play it on your own playground before you go to your organization until I want you are learning. Understand the how easy and how it is, and then probably make a single slider and present to them. Hey, it's so easy. I was so able to learn this and this, etc. etc. So that's how you get that in your organization. All right. So next, I will be coming here. All right. Stress. Yes, stress. Working from easy, a home is easy. You can take your meetings in shorts, t-shirts. Sorry, stay in your hometown. It's fun. Everything is okay. But how long? Okay. There was a very streamlined process of us working from home. I'm not anti work from home. I love work from home. But if you feel and you think about it, you had an office culture. Office culture doesn't mean only the coffee breaks, which are amazing. It also means the interaction with people, the growth, right? When you meet people, you learn stuff from them. They learn stuff from you. You have a nice, healthy chat or maybe debate about certain topics. Maybe it's the petrol prices in India, which is quite a fair amount, and anything, right? You learn a lot of stuff. Right now, working from home, me and my laptop and my desk, I'm not learning that much. I'm learning through virtual conferences like here. The organizers are making you learn on the desk, right? What happened, like before pandemic, it was more in virtual person. People are hosting those conferences in real person, learning in faces, meeting those people, meeting the speakers, learning directly from there. So it changed us. Okay, we have been a changed person right now, right? We have been trying to go to office. It's not that easy. It's quite hard, and people used to travel by train, buses. Now, like they're like, I'm happy here. I don't want to waste my time like traveling, right? So how will company understand this? Okay, so okay, you can tell this to your manager will tell to his manager, but the hierarchy of 1,000 employees or the analytics of 1,000 employees will be different from a single person or employee, right? We and my manager will share our inputs. He will scold me, I will scold him. We'll be happy for a day together. But for the organization level, they will also have to understand that my people are happy, not happy, or you give them some trips, give some more vacation plan. And actually nowadays, if you see so many companies are giving a Friday off, or they are doing like a 4 days, like similar 4 days a week, or some perks, increasing their vacation holidays. And even my couple of clients, they have told like people used to get money if they don't take holidays. They're canceled. Like it's mandatory for you to take holidays. They're mandatorizing those things because people are going crazy working from home. It's not easy because you just work from home and you just work, right? And it's quite a pain. So the productivity and well-being of an employee is also being picked by Viva Insight. So now you'll tell me, Manpreet, okay, they made a product, my like Viva topics for assisting to search content in all our SharePoint, OneDrive, etc., etc. They made learning or helping us to empower our learning module. What is Insight doing here? Like, what will I get benefited? You want maybe nothing, all right? But this is how it's gonna impact the people and the work and the business right now happening. These tools will show a hierarchy or an analytical structure to the companies in the overhead and see their employees below. Okay, my 1,000 people, this is how they are responding. Like for example, like as I was talking about this Google Analytics, right? It sends you an email every morning, I think 8 a.m. if I'm not, and I love that email. All right, it will ask you to, hey, schedule some time for your mind break, schedule some time for this, schedule some focus plan, coaching time. So when you will go there and you will start scheduling, in a way, it keeps a track of everything. It also asks me how am I feeling right now on the right side, right? How am I feeling? You can go every day and make it like I am not feeling good working. But there'll be a day when you say, yeah, I'm happy. Maybe you got a promotion, maybe you got some good, nice feedback from your client, appreciation, right? People are sending more kudos than before. They try to appreciate their people they're working with more than they used to do before. Before it will be more of hand, hey, nice job, good job. Now they send through kudos, they send a nice banner in Teams. Okay, right. And so these kind of insight while you're doing as an employee, as me when I'm doing myself, it helps me to see, or I would say the growth. Okay, and growth in the sense, okay, my employees are frustrated. Okay, if my organization is seeing my 1,000 employees, everybody is coming every morning and putting this symbol, they will check what's going wrong, guys. What are we doing wrong, right? So these kind of analytics help for the organizations to understand how my employees are behaving. So in the back end, this is how it looks. So my team, all right. So I'm seeing this on a level who will be working for me, right? Reportees, right? I can see employee are getting burnout. There are 40%, 40% after our collaboration. Like these many people are in a call or in a meeting. Okay. These are the engagements and I had one-to-one. Okay, right. So these are the quiet hours my team has selected, 40%. So this kind of capacity, it won't tell you the name, of course, or else it's of no use. It will give you a generic chart. Okay, this is how and what is happening in my team, in my organization. So if you see this is my team, we'll see my organization. So in the end, Microsoft also understands what's happening. So many calls, so many Teams meeting. Like it's crazy. Teams is like buzzing, buzzing. Like I sometimes feel that the call getting, even if there's no call coming, I'm like, is there a call coming? My phone is always in silent, but my Teams I can always still buzz in my ear. So because we are always on calls. It's that crazy. And some of the companies are setting like boundaries, I would say. No Wednesday calls, like Wednesday there are no meeting at all. There are or Tuesdays, no calls Tuesdays. So some things like that they're introducing because people need to work also like half our time. I would say 70% of our time we do meetings in that 9 to 5 job, and then after that five we work. We actually work after that 5 o'clock, right? So we are spending that crazy amount extra work, extra day, extra hours, just because the whole day we're in meetings. So those are the stuff analytics or the insights are being shared with your organization. So if your organization doesn't have insight enabled, very quick and easy way, just ask them or just see if they know about it. Again, that's why I always ask our developers to do that. Like some of the features our organizations people or the IT hub, they won't be knowing because we all in this conference are passionate people, okay? To be honest, that's my real truth. We coming up early night, late night or early morning, listening to a speaker and understanding these goals because we are passionate people. We want to learn. Okay, the products and the gifts and icon, then they're all secondary. We're here to learn. Okay, that's more important. And you are all spending a Saturday, the whole day for us because you're learning. So first clap yourself, you're a passionate people. Okay. So now these passionate people, okay, we know, okay, we came to know today about analytics, okay, but the other people might not be knowing. So I always say people just follow us and make a single deck and these decks will be shared to you. Present it to your own team, be the hero, tell them present the same deck. I definitely don't mind. Just present the same deck. Tell them, okay, these are the few features. We should enable it on a tenant. Let them enable, let them see, let them learn. So you can be a learn speaker for those people. That would be a beneficial for everyone, right? So this how the insights are being shared with everyone and the outcomes, of course, there are a lot of features. If you see the outcomes are on the organization resilience, employee engagement, it gives you suggestions also to improve the agility, effective man, who are efficient, who. So there are a lot of stuffs coming in, and as I said, every day there's something you don't know. See, use Microsoft Teams to reduce meetings, add people with potential, like some all other stuff, and good ratings you'll get right in the end. So if you see how are your collaboration activities doing, it is tracking everything. And no, so you cannot see individual employee behavior to managers because again, it doesn't beat the purpose, right? We are not want to do short-term mentoring or monitoring of people. We don't like that. We don't need such kind of small trick management. So it's for the all organization. That's how it should be built, and it is built like that. All right, because that was a question I was saying. All right, so again, this is all collaborations and Viva Insight. So now this Viva Insights, Viva Topic, and Viva Learning. Okay, so now we all these three are doing their part and very quite different from each other, right? They're not related. Topics, again, it was searching content. Learning, it was just a learning content module. Analytics or insights, again, totally different from what now comes the connection. All right. So you're able to find files using Microsoft Studio. You're able to learn or uh, grow in your life, and you're also sharing your experience and keeping it as private all your life and credential. All the three. I know connection, right? So connection is very important part. I would say it's nothing but an adaptive card extension. Okay, quite. This is my single liner SPFX component type, which helps you to identify quick, would say quick links, quick scenario, quick hits, small forms, like make it more engagement. Again, that was my first slide, right? What is Microsoft Viva? Engagement. It is how you engage with your organization and how organization can engage with their employee. It's all about your employee experience. So I have a demo here. Let's see that. So it's beautiful. Where is it? All right, so this is one of the page created with connections. Normal SharePoint page, right? Nothing crazy. This can also be a part of the whole team structure. It will look the similar way because it's mobile friendly and cell phones, mobile and everything. So this is what is a complete structure of it. Now when you say Microsoft Viva, right? So Viva is divided into components. Okay, the components will be a dashboard, which is this. All right, there's a feed. This is the feed, and then resources. Okay, like all the resources, staff, company culture, and all those things. So it's always divided. Dashboard is more of a tool set which brings all news and stuff with the people. You will have direct links to stuff. I'm gonna click on them. Company feed again, news articles and stuff, and resources is like where you can find different platforms and switch between different I would say products of Microsoft or third party, all SSO enabled. So it's easy for us to understand that, right? So now, like for example, on my dashboard, now the connection is one way out of the box. Everything you see is out of the box. Everything. But on a third party product, like for example, dashboards here, right? Very easy for us to connect. Um, sorry. All right, I was seeing Teams. So it's very easy for us to create. Okay, like for example, I want to report a time off. All right. Ideally, what's happening is we open a learn like a time sheet manager where I'm gonna put a sick leave or something, right? What about there? This is a preview of my home. I can see my own dashboard, and I'm gonna see if you see my time I'm showing currently available. I can see let's go current balance. I can see how many I have, paid time off 88 hours, wellness, well, I was actually astonished. I thought it's days. It's hours. It's manageable. So I can come in here. I can put a sick day, make an all day, or maybe put some hours and put a date and submit. Right. One operation directly. I don't have to go and open the something. Right. Or else I want to see top 5 questions of an FAQ. Just a bit of a learning. Okay. Simple, extensive, smart SPFX. These are very easy to build. So in a way, this is like an anatomy, I would say, displaying a quick view of all the information a user or an employee would require as an experience. All
Yeah,
right.
Manpreet, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. We
Yeah.
have few more minutes. It's actually 10:15 now.
All right.
Uh, we can have 3 more minutes.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I'm almost wrapping up. So in a way, connection is part of the, as I said, three things. One is the feed, one is the dashboard here, which can be built in using simple SPFX components, super simple, clickable. There's a lot of content on the material on the web to try them. And the feed is something which will be coming from everywhere, part of it. All right. Let me jump on my tech and finish it up. So Recloud, again, as I was talking, all part of it, all tasks, all activities merging together. And it will look the similar, fashionable way on Teams as well as on a web browser if you see it here. All right. And spelling. How do you get more than 5 tiles to show on the connection web part? Super simple. Like just have those diffs ready. This is all diffs and SPF as well. I can send you the after this call, I'll send you the link where you can add multiple times. All right. So that was connection, and this was Microsoft Viva, I would say. Starting them connection, which was you're able to connect to things inside. Of course, you're able to learn stuff about your employee organization, learning, you grow using Viva, and topics, easy to search. Four different north, south, east, west platforms merge as one Microsoft Viva suite. That's it. And thank you to sponsors, Microsoft, Pantera Technologies, and Rapid Circle for having quite an early morning and good crowd here. And as Vignesh was saying, Microsoft Viva Days, it's been never done. This is something the amazing organizing team has been doing it. And trust me, it's gonna be very beneficial if you see the agenda. They're covering amazing topics and actually everything and everything about Microsoft Viva. So it's gonna be a good learning day for all of us here. All right, so I'll be talking about why does organization require Microsoft Viva. Myself, Manpreet, I'm an architect in Microsoft Technologies at Cognizant. I lead the modern workplace for them, and I'm also a Microsoft MVP and an MCT. I have a very